Happy holidays, everybody. TSN sports business analyst Rick Horrow with the top 5 news, endorsement, legal, business stories for 2016, 5 to 1. Here we go. Number 5, Brexit from an international perspective shakes up the European paradigm with age restrictions, nationality issues, and the like. Brexit, the top story for European soccer. Moving forward, European soccer's competitive balance could level out if Brexit-caused restrictions prove as tough as many expect. Maybe Britain's exit means 2 steps back for UK football or 1 step forward for the global game, such as in South America, for example. Maybe policymakers find a way to keep European football strong. Regardless, the issue continues to be something to watch. Heads up, rugby and cricket fans, too. Uncertainty rules the day as the European economy tries to catch up and stabilize, and European soccer tries to keep pace as well. That's number 5. Number 4. Live events take center stage for social interaction and the experience economy. StubHub releases its annual report. Year in events, Peyton's last game, Kobe's last game, Cubs World Series win, Hamilton. Just a few of the major highlights from a year in live events. According to StubHub, the top 10 best-selling events of the year, all sporting events, led by Super Bowl 50 in Silicon Valley, which outsold the previous Super Bowl by 7%, and the World Series, the highest-selling World Series ever on StubHub. Other best-selling live events, Adele's tour, which led all music acts with the number 1 selling tour spot in the runaway Broadway hit Hamilton, an American musical, drove at least 4 times the sales of any other theater production in company history. Fans also flocked to see Peyton and Kobe's final games, championship appearances for Cleveland in both basketball and baseball, UFC taking its first match to New York City, and soccer's globally popular Copa Americana Centenario. International NFL games and football soccer matches led the top 5 international events with the highest sales from U.S. ticket buyers. This past year, the live events industry thrived with a perfect storm of first, last, and global milestone events. The experience economy, it gives a good way to give gifts for people that might have had it all. Now, sports, entertainment, and otherwise, people are certainly asking more, and the StubHub report proves it. Can't wait to see what happens in 2017. That's number 4. Number 3, NFL streaming, digital TriCast, and other mobile device integration. Everybody worried about ratings down, but it might just be how things are counted. Analysts close to the issue argue a change in consumer preferences as the underlying reason. The fantasy bubble may be there. Presidential debates certainly over content cannibalization with the NFL available in more places than ever before. But the biggest story is what to do about it. Decouching, how to count differently, and the understanding that people are using more than just televisions, the major issue in that story 3. Story 2. Many maintain that the 2016 presidential election, people wait to be seen, and sports and politics shouldn't mix. But Donald Trump, profound effects. Some say it affects the LA 2024 issue. Some also say the World Cup, the sharing opportunity with Mexico. The bottom line, we have to wait and see. Certainly, Trump's experience with sports leagues, teams, and facility ownership could mean he'll forge policies beneficial to the industry, both at home and abroad. One thing uncertain, golf and what Trump is going to do with the USGA as it relates to his courses and the future with the LPGA as well. That's number 2. Finally, the number 1 story. What a game, what a season, 108 years. The Chicago Cubs win the World Series. And I thought it would have happened 108 years ago for the second time when I was there in the first place. Not so fast. The viewer numbers reflect just that it was one of the best Game 7s ever. 17-minute rain delay, late finish. The drama kept fans around the country glued to the TV. Theo Epstein can now be credited for snapping 2 of baseball's largest title droughts in Chicago and Boston. Cubs owner Ricketts says give all the credit where it's deserved, and over 40 million TV sets, millennials glued to mobile devices, over 200 countries, economic impact well over 200 million for the 8 games at home and 9 away games when people pilgrimaged to Wrigleyville. Net impact, great for baseball, great for the Cubs. It happened. Fans such as myself can now go in peace. 108 years, the biggest sports story maybe in the history of the universe. I'm a little biased. Bottom line, 5 million people for parade in downtown Chicago proves again sports as a social catalyst and proves again how important sports can be. Those are the top stories, 5 through 1. Happy New Year, everybody. Next week, Back for the top stories ahead in 2017. I'm the sports professor, Rick Horrow.